so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so we should get started. Erica, you're right here in front of me. So would you like to get started?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Erica Siegel. I'm a board member of the Chamber of Commerce, and also I chair one of our committees, the Women's Leadership Committee, which will resume the normal kind of like schedule starting in May. We meet the first Tuesday of every month, featuring different speakers. I encourage everybody to join. It's not a women exclusive committee, but it is dedicated to fostering leadership, female leadership, and provides educational mentorship opportunities. I organize an event called Malibu Moves, which I founded 2 years ago. Our second annual is going to be October 25th and 26th. We have from a 1K for the kids up to a half marathon, and it's an all fitness levels or all paces type of event. And we are going to donate all of the net profits back to the community. So spread the word. This is a year that, as you know, bringing people from out of town into Malibu is so essential. So let's use this platform to boost our local, economy, to support our local businesses, but also spend a day outdoors doing something positive and active. We're the Health and Wellness Committee. So I count on each one of you to put together a team and show up for Malibu at Malibu News. I drop my info in the chat, and let me know if you want to collaborate or if you have questions, you can just reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I look forward to forming a team. So more on that later. Flora, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Flora Sanchez, founder of Paradise Cove Gardens and Flourishing with Flora. And I never say this, but I teach yoga, and I'm doing sound bowls every full moon and new moon also now. I used to do those for years and just got away from it. And with the needing of community, I'm bringing them back. So we had our first one Sunday night, and it was beautiful. So I really am looking forward to doing that again every full moon and new moon. Reach out. I will be putting flyers on the form here also to gather more people. So yeah, the garden is going good. The closures are done. So now the next step is the relationships with all the ranchers and farmers. So I got to get my taxes in today, and then that will start. So thank you.
So fun. I had the pleasure of going to visit Flora last week, and I was astonished at how much she's done, from clearing a big piece of property to now having the planters in and the nets around them. And it's an amazing place. So if you ever have a chance, reach out to Flora and see if you can meet up with her, because it truly is going to be an amazing garden. Mikey.
Nothing really to report. I'm just here. I mean, I filed a report on the base camp about last night, but I'm just here to, a big fan of Meris, and I really wanted to be here to participate in Meris's program.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I know she appreciates that. Mika.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm the Director of Yogic Sciences at the Awoken Space at 22601 PCH. We have a bookstore and as well as a gift store and lots of fun yoga classes, workshops for kids and adults going on. And I'm just excited to be here with you all and to see you again after our little break and listen to what we have today.
Such a cute space. It's beautiful.
Yes, please come check it out.
Really neat. Gorgeous view.
I can't wait to see it. Meris, I know you're speaking today. I can't wait, but just give us a little chat and tell us who you are.
Good morning, everyone. Meris Gebhardt. I do corporate and private meditation. And at the moment, I'm teaching a course at Santa Monica College, Malibu, virtually. Sorry, I can't hear. Laura leaning in. Can the rest of you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm thrilled to be part of this group. And a shout out to Flora. I did attend her revived sound bath therapy the other night. I was fully twitching, all the vibrations were just thrumming through my body. And good job to all of you for keep on going. It's really huge and beautiful, Barbara and Diane. All of you could just say your name. So thank you. Grateful to be here.
You're
Excellent.
teaching at Santa Monica College?
Yeah, Santa Monica College, Malibu, virtually.
Cool. Really
It's a
wonderful.
6-week course, and I'm going to give you guys a taste of what we do. It's a course called Meditation for Life. I'll leave that for a little bit later in the call.
That's more on that later. Little teaser.
Kieran's here.
Yay. Denise.
Hey there. Good morning. Thanks, Diane, for putting this all together. I can't wait to hear you speak, Meris. My name's Denise Klein. I am a proud board member of the Chamber, and I am currently in West Palm Beach, Florida. And talk about pivoting to prosper. We did something about a year ago. Some of you attended. I run Milestones Ranch Malibu, and I've run it for about almost 23 and a half years with my daughter. And we decided to do something outside the box and produce a codependency play, just for the fun of it. So we brought a bunch of healthcare professionals together from Los Encinas and the Meadows and Promises, all the people who've been in the industry forever, to have some fun. And it turned out incredibly well. People loved it. So we took it to New York about a month and a half ago, and it went well there. So I'm going to be producing it in Nashville and West Palm Beach, and then we'll be back in LA on June 17th to produce it again. So I guess what I'm saying is you have to think outside the box during times like this. You don't know what the economy is going to hold. And so I try and get ahead of the curve and do something that's fun and connects people, because I really believe in community and connection. And that's why I love being on this board and this chamber and this committee and working with all of you who are doing fantastic things. And I also want to give a shout out to Flora, because I haven't been there on site, but our clients have, and I follow you on Instagram, and you're doing magical things for the community. So thank you.
Yes, she is. Karen Jackson. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Karen Jackson with Pepperdine University, specifically the Graziosi Business School, and I'm head of partnership development. And the PaliBu Chamber of Commerce is a partner with Pepperdine. So that means that all of the member organizations, businesses receive benefit. And I do want to highlight a couple of learning and development opportunities that we have for all members. This Thursday on April 17th from 12:15 to 12:45, we have our Power Lunch Learning Series, and Dr. Robert Woodcock will be doing part 2 of harnessing individual strengths to build high-performing teams. So if you haven't registered for that, please do, and I'll put the link in the chat. And then next Thursday, we do have our future, I think it's Thursday, it's the 24th. Yes, that's a Thursday. We have our Future of Healthcare Symposium, and the theme is investing in health, financing the future of healthcare through innovation, investment, and impact. That is at the Malibu campus. All PaliBu businesses can attend for free. Just use the code PARTNER when you register. And our alumni, who is also the California State Treasurer, is the keynote speaker. So it's going to be an amazing event, incredible opportunity for networking. So I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Karen, thank you so much. And please, you guys, take advantage of this. These are amazing little Zooms. And then I'm looking so forward to the seminar. I was on the last Zoom with Karen, the Strengths Finders, and it was amazing. So please take advantage of it, because it's only, this one's just going to be a half hour, and it's powerful, very, very powerful. Okay, so we've got Nikki Williams. You there, Nikki? Nikki, you're on mute.
Okay, now I'm not on mute.
She is.
I apologize. You know, I would love to see you all. I'm here, but I can't take my video on because I'm driving. I'm actually on the road, but my name is Nikki Williams. It might be a little loud, but I am the owner and CEO of Nikki Williams Studio. That's an interior design firm. We originally headquartered in Malibu in 2020, right in COVID, and house currently at the Rafi Lounge, which is located on PCH across from Nobu. And as a design firm, we really honestly are, in a sense, along with everyone, mourning the loss of so many things in the community. And I'm just more or less here to gain more support from beautiful, adventurous others within the community, gain access to more camaraderie within the chamber because I'm a PaliBu member. And one day, let's just say it that way, hopefully very soon, we will, really be able to use all it is that my company brings, which is rebuilding, reshaping, re-identifying, the community spaces. So my thing is environment. Just like we all work together in community to keep each other uplifted, my environments are what make me happy. And I feel like if we can help the businesses to continue to have wonderful environments that are pleasing and inviting and, of course, safe and health conscious and sustainable, we can push forward in that light. So I'm just here to be loved on, share my expertise in any way possible, and just continue to always be all about anything in our community. Just saying hello.
I love you, Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki.
I'll be back.
Got two
Appreciate it.
boys.
Sydney, are you there? Sydney, do you want to come off mute?
Hi. Yes, can you hear me? Let's just turn my
Yes.
camera.
Good morning.
I'm recording. I'm figuring it out.
Can't
I
hear
haven't
you.
had Zoom downloaded on my phone. Oh,
We can't hear you, Sydney. I'm sorry.
oh. Can you,
You're still on mute.
I think she's got bad reception.
Sydney, I'm going to come back to you. Marissa, do you want to come off mute?
Good morning, everybody.
You
Diane, please let me know if I'm coming in clearly or not.
Yeah,
Because I
you
am
are.
on a cruise ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in the gym.
no.
I am. I'm on a cruise. Very exciting. Spring break. But I wanted to hop on and see everybody, and I always love hearing Meris. So my name is Marissa. I'm an integrative wellness coach. Really big news. I'll post it in Basecamp probably tomorrow, just because since I was gone all week. I left my nursing job and my coaching business I've been building on the side, and I haven't been able to dedicate all the time that I want. And so I left my nursing job, and my sole job right now is my integrative wellness coaching. I have a 16-week women's container coming up in May. So I'm looking for anywhere between 4 to 7 women. We're talking mindset, goal setting, visioning, grief, sleep hygiene, movement, combined with Reiki and breath work and meditation. And I have to, if someone's been affected by the fires, they lost their homes, they will get a very heavy discount on the program. This is for people who are coming through like a really big life shift. And so I know we know a lot of people that are in this. Thank you, Nikki. I know we know a lot of people that this program could really benefit from. And like I said, I know because people have lost so much right now, finances can be really strict. So willing to do a payment plan for any of those affected, cut the cost dramatically for them as a gift. I mean, I still have to charge because I need to eat. Also, if I can get the total amount of people that I want, so we'll say like 5 or 6, I would absolutely gift it to somebody who's in desperate need. So please, if you know anyone, please send them my way. You can send them to my website. You can send them to my Instagram. I'm doing discovery calls to see if I'm the right fit and all of that. So really excited, really excited. And I'll post it in Basecamp with all the links also. And I'll post my links in the chat here.
Good.
So,
Wow. That's big news. Yes, please put everything in the chat and reach out to you. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you.
much. My name is Diane. I think that's the end of it. I think I got everybody. So my name is Diane Kale, and again, I'm the chairperson for this committee. I'm a health coach. Basically, what I do is I really work with clients, helping them really build up why they want to get healthy, focus on their intrinsic motivation, their why, and help them get healthy, get their weight off, more or less get their weight off. And then we work on healthy habits, sleep, reducing stress, optimal health. It's really more just optimal health, focusing on drinking water, focusing on a little bit of exercise. So that's what I do. I help people get down to a healthy weight and really help them live an optimally healthy life. So now we've got Meris. I'm so excited that she's agreed to speak with us today. So Meris, I don't see you. Is she on here? Oh, there you are. Sorry, Meris. Let me do a little introduction here because she's so special. I met Meris on the beach at one of our fun events with the chamber. She just showed up, and I'll tell you something. I love saying this, half of life is showing up and the other half is what you do with it. And boy, she just showed up and now here she is. And she is just a complete rock star. So I'm going to this is a little bit about Meris. From a young age, Meris has always been a deep observer, analyzing and trying to make sense of the world. One day, it all made sense when her Swami said, "You are blessed because you are a spiritual seeker. Turning outside observation inward towards self-learning has been a life-changing level of awareness, a lifting of the veil of ignorance." Since she has taken her inherent gift and talent to her students, hoping to inspire a deep curiosity and a profound level of self-love, finding union within the ultimate state of obtaining inner peace. Admittedly, not there yet, this journey has been an incredible experience, one that continues to unfold in mysterious ways day after day. This morning, Meris wants to share with you a mini experience resembling that of the 6-week course she currently teaches today for Santa Monica College, Malibu, entitled Mission for Life. Meris, take it away.
Oh my goodness, I'm emotional. Thank you so much. Sydney, I'm glad you popped back on. I miss seeing you. Good, good, good. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm honored to be here. And yeah, I thought I'd take us through an immersive experience resembling of the 6-week course for the SMC students we've been doing. So we've completed 2 and we're on the break week this week. And then we start another one up next Wednesday, 9 a.m. for an hour every week for 6 weeks in a row and then a break and go. But I just want to acknowledge how suffering is optional. Definitely struggle. Life is struggle. Buddhists believe we're all, suffering and start with pain. And then once we kind of hit that ground of acknowledgement and awareness and acceptance that life is struggle, from there we go. Now, with the yogic background, I've leaned more into the Hindu side and philosophies and teaching. Vedanta is one of my favorite schools of thought and philosophy. But to acknowledge what we've all been through on our own journey, much like COVID was a global pandemic, it was a very individual journey. And similarly, the way that we face current challenges and struggle, the option is suffering, but we are all struggling on some way. And definitely suffering, sorry, I want to move away from suffering because that is optional. But if we have distance from our experience, distance from the emotion that we're feeling, it does not define us. It is not us. We feel it for sure. We absorb it. We recognize it. We respond. It shifts how we engage with the world, but it is not us. It's not who we are. There are layers and layers deeper to that, the deepest being our soul. And then we have our flesh, right? And layers out to the flesh, and how that flesh engages with the world and all the emotions that run through our system and the nervous system. And we go deeper into the digestive system, and then the awareness body, and then the soul that is a constant steadiness. But to acknowledge the associational struggle, because not all have lost their homes, and by association, there's discomfort. And there's the survivor guilt. Those who didn't lose feel some level of, oh no, I hear what's my responsibility because I still have everything. And yet even before the big events, we all have our daily struggles and suffering and reaction to the world. Maybe it's your bank account, maybe it's just your emotional state, maybe it's a mental condition, maybe it's a family situation, maybe it's your home or relationships, or your work or your profession. So this is just a giant moment to pause and acknowledge that which really already exists in a greater magnitude. So acknowledging yourself and how you are struggling, and acknowledging yourself for the way that you offer grace to the way that you're managing. And when we can embrace the struggle with grace, then we can integrate and shift the way we see, the way we feel, mobilize ourselves to respond in a mindful and intentional way that is in alignment with our being. Everyone responds in a different way. Some react, very gross reaction. And that's necessary, right? We need that, those tools if we need to get out of the way of harm in an instant, in the way of the, saber-toothed tiger, in an instant. We need that ability. But if we're carrying that all the time, we will not be mobilized. We'll be hindered, and our bodies will suffer. And at the cellular level, we will have dis-ease. So then just again, acknowledgement. Acknowledge the baseline is struggle. We came into this world in a big boom of, crying and screaming and flailing. And so it's not a surprise. It's normal. And the definition of stress can be the delta between where I am versus where I wish I was. And if we want to suppress and oppress and stuff and, put down discomfort, wishing I was always in happiness, always in joy, then we're going to have suffering, because that distance between where I am versus where I wish I was is quite great. If we accept that suffering is normal and part of daily routine, and we have the grace, embrace it with grace, then we don't have the stress, because we are where we are in that moment, purely, wholly, fully present, and allow it to pass through us instead of stick, resist, create all kinds of walls and tension around. So suffering is real. Struggle is real. Suffering is optional. And the guilt of surviving, and then also acknowledging if you haven't lost is what you perceived as much as someone else has, still acknowledge all that you are doing and all that you are giving, and the sad moments and the levity that we feel. My apartment burned down, everything gone. I feel so much lighter. To be honest, I feel so much lighter. So please, no, it's fine. So I just share that. Just it's an option. It's a mindset. It's a requirement to accept, and that's the only option. And non-attachment. I feel so grateful for my practices in non-attachment to the material things. And when we get the material things, or the name and fame, or the power, or the thing we're chasing, what's on the other side of that? Still yet, we are with ourselves. And so the unfolding and the investigation within, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? It's a constant discovery. So let's stand and do what I like to call the breath of joy, if you can. I think Nikki, did she leave us? Don't do it while driving.
I promise I won't.
But in your space, you can stand. Oh, there's my hair tie. I was looking all over for it. Ah, okay. So what we do is it's a 3-part inhale. So inhale and then a big throw the body forward between legs, have a wide stance. That's a big exhale. So a flush. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I'll go quiet, just proceed. Big breath. Big flush. Head above the heart, head below the heart. Few more times. Last one. All right, returning to your comfortable awareness posture. Woo! So that'll make your brain tingle and your heart, woo, heart expand. And the release and the cells, right? All the circulation, the oxygen exchanging at the blood and the lung point. So come to your comfortable posture and I'll just give you the foundation that is optimal. And then you can just kind of run through your physical and personal present checklist and see which things we can adjust in this moment. So ideally we're sitting on something white and wool. So we keep the energy from sinking down and escaping, and it can rebound back up into this vessel. Sitting on something white and wool. I'm not myself, I'm sitting in a chair, but that's what we do with what we have. And then you're ideally facing east. And in this morning light, you're facing toward the sun, rising in the east. And then we create a triangular base. So the hips and the pelvis being the apex of the triangle, and then your knees and legs point slightly outward. And from knee point to knee point, that creates the base of your triangle. And if you're seated in a chair, push down through your heels, which should be directly below your knees. And this will give easy rise up through the spine, crown of the head. We let gravity serve us. That gravity that keeps us on the earth can also push us up. And one of the big things I love doing in this meditation teaching is the framing. How am I framing this situation? How am I framing this centrifugal or centripetal force, right? Gravity pulls us down, but also we're spinning and there's a force that's pulling us up and off, trying to throw us off the earth. So what if when we're tired, we succumb to this flinging, uplifting energy? That'd be pretty new view on things. And then if you feel safe in this environment, you're welcome to slip your eyelids closed. And now we'll tune into our own inner state, our inner energy. If you feel a lot of combustive, explosive energy that needs to be released out here on this beautiful Tuesday morning together, then place your palms upon your thighs facing upward. If, on the other hand, at the other end of the spectrum, you feel tired and drained and heavy, right? Negative emotions actually physically drain our energy. So just have this awareness. Then turn to place your palms facing down upon your thighs to nourish, restore your energy. And we're doing what's just simply called the practice of arrival. It can be bumpy and fidgety and uncomfortable. And here we become the witness, the observer, as if we're observing a science experiment. Observe yourself. Why not? And the definition of mindfulness would be from John Kabat-Zinn. One very popular version is paying attention on purpose without judgment and with compassion. Dropping into your body as you feel the release of energy down. Let that energy rebound back up to give rise to your awareness posture. And tipping the chin slightly down and back to stack the cervical spine, the crown of the head up over your entire vertebral column, over the pelvic girdle. Breathing in and out. I'm just recognizing your sentient beingness. Some would say even plants have sentient nature as they have respond of phototropism, right? They turn to face the light so they may grow and receive the most power and energy naturally. So noticing when we tend to want things or migrate in certain ways or connect with certain people or do certain activities. It's our nature calling for a deeper longing, belonging, to become whole again. Be whole within. Defragging the computer to become one. And deeply in union with what I believe, what my values are, what I do, what I believe, all match. Integrating what I believe matches how I behave and what I do in the world. Deep sense of integration, integrity. This puts us in flow and ease, fueled by inspirational energy. Less resistance, more surrender. And just feel your body in this moment. Surrender. Surrender. And gaze forward, straight ahead, even if your eyes are closed, seeing out onto the distant horizon. One of my favorite views is to just stare out at the sea from PCH. Nothing blocking the way. Pure, far, wide, high, low, so much space. Expanding. Infinite possibility. And adopting that into your being. where we pause to be still, grounded in our foundation, at the same time seeing far, wide, high and low. Dropping back into our foundation, surrender. And again, seeing out onto that distant horizon, pure, unadulterated, clear and wide open. And we go back and forth between grounded and far seeing, and grounded and far seeing, until it's a constant existence of being grounded and noting access, great realms of possibility. Head in the clouds. Okay, I'll take it. All right, press down, rise up, take a big belly breath in. So we're drawing it in through the throat, the Ujjayi breath. And pushing it out through the throat. Mouth is closed. Pulling in through the throat, mouth is closed. Pushing out through the throat, mouth is closed. And begin to rub your palms together rapidly, creating heat with friction. Suctioning your palms now over your eye sockets, pausing for a dark moment intimately with self. Feeling your body release in the safety of your own quietude. And releasing now, hands back to your lap, opening the eyes, coming into the room. All right, so hopefully you have a piece of paper and a writing implement nearby, or a journal or something. And you guys are a brave bunch. So I thought we'd do one of the most aggressive journaling exercises I've ever done. Thought of it myself, did it, and it has been transformational. So in these times, we're outward focused, thinking of others and others and doing for others and others and others. And so in this journaling exercise, get ready. We're going to write down the inner dialogue that's nasty. It already exists. We're not creating negativity in our minds, but we have a way of talking to ourselves that we would never utter these words to another. What's the matter with you? Why aren't you doing more? You're just this, and we've carried this through childhood. So maybe it was a carer who had negative words towards you. Maybe it was some influence in your life, and maybe it was just your own mental chatter, comparing yourself to others or the world around you, not feeling like enough, just berating yourself. So it always makes me cry just even talking about it, because once we get this down on paper, and later today and tomorrow and the next day and in 15 years from now, when you hear that voice come up, you'll be like, that's not even true. And so our brain has a beautiful way of flipping and autocorrecting because we know that it's not true, but still we say it over and over and over multiple times a day in our head. Why can't I do this? Why am I not doing this project? What's the matter with me? I should do more. What da, 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 da. You guys are doers, you're go-givers. Naturally, that dialogue is very strong. And it has also, we honor it. It has propelled us towards service. And these are good things. But why not serve purely with love and giving and the heart rather than the I shoulds? Okay, so whether it's I shoulds or whatever your negative dialogue is going on in your head, it's very private conversation. And it shows up and it comes out. It takes a lot of energy to fight against it because being the good people you are and the representatives of your businesses, your organizations, your brand, your effort, your life purpose, we get very good at keeping it at bay, but it's still there. And so we want to get it on the page, shine a light on it, and this will help it to dissipate. All right, so we'll go for a few minutes finding your page and your paper, and I will time it. And is everyone clear on the prompt? Writing down the negative things you say to yourself, have said for years, the repeated things, and be really honest with yourself. Sometimes we're not. If you feel really confident, awesome. Maybe there's a judging voice like, why aren't others so confident? Get over it. You know, who knows? Whatever the thing is that we say outward toward people. And again, you're not putting negative things in. They're already existing. That's how we survive. Our brain is wired to route. And also part of this process will pull up a sense of grief about what could have been had I not thought these things about myself all these years. But we are where we are today, and this radical acceptance of that being as it is today will reduce our stress because we're not wishing it was different. From what it is today. And once we release that, then we have the power to make it different for tomorrow. And each of our unique stories that brought us to today informs the unique way that we serve. So loving every element that has created you. Go for another 45 seconds or so. Getting it all out there on the page. Hold nothing back. Maybe it's something negative someone said to you and you believed it. Maybe you see someone else speaking negatively to themselves. Our inner thoughts definitely show up on our faces, what we speak, and how we engage in the world. So purifying that in this process now. All right, releasing the pen, coming back into your meditation posture, dropping in and placing one hand on your beating heart, so your right hand just under your left breast to feel your beating heart. And your other hand on your energy center, the heart chakra. And absolutely falling in love with yourself. We are all flawed and awesome, flawsome beings. It's a beautiful patchwork, isn't it? Yes. In this moment where we feel sometimes we want to arm ourselves, protect ourselves, soften your heart here. Unplug the charge of the ego. And steady your mind so we don't wildly and senselessly dispense of our energy. We can harness it. Dropping into your body. Feeling that beautiful, powerful heartbeat. Resting now, hand over heart. Calling to mind 3 qualities you love within your being. Quietly knowing this in the privacy of your own heart. Not needing to shout it to the world because you know. And in a gesture of sharing our gifts and talents, stretching out your palms, reaching them forward, far and wide, high and low, in front and behind, giving of our gifts to places we can't even see. And gathering along the way, hands come back to heart center, collecting all that is designed to come to us in its right time and form. Bowing in gratitude for the millions of miracles that are working in our favor right now. Bringing thumbs to the mind's eye. Here we plug into the powerful, bright, ever-present light, shining, guiding, illuminating us from within. It's ever-present. We just lift the veil of ignorance, quiet the negative words to realize and step into this light. Honoring this light and all the other beings and creatures of the world. Returning palms to a natural posture in your lap. Taking 3 breaths to integrate and close. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the invitation. Keep up all your amazing work out there.
Thank you so much.
Sydney, thanks for being here.
Maris, thank you so much.
Yes, my pleasure.
That was so wonderful, so calming. Wow.
Maris, do you think we could get those journal questions emailed?
Sure. It's just one. Just write down everything negative you say to yourself.
I love some of the prompts that you mentioned though.
Okay.
Like I know that it was you were flowing from that space.
Yeah.
Like, it was really beautiful, and yeah, it would be a really nice thing to even read with my sisters. And
Thank you.
just
Yeah,
some of
I'll
these things. Yeah.
do what I can to regurgitate that.
I think it is
Good work.
dialogue that is nasty. Your dialogue-
Nasty.
I have this recorded though too.
Great.
Oh, okay, good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Very-
everybody.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Remember to check the Malibu.org
Thank
website
you.
for upcoming events that are going on. I'm sure Barbara will keep us posted and all of
Yeah,
that.
actually tomorrow, the students at Pepperdine put together a special event, so we didn't have a chance to put it out there. I'm going to try to get a newsletter out this morning, but tomorrow for anybody who needs free, and Nikki got her calendar going, anybody who needs free legal workshop tomorrow at St. Aidan's Church over by Zoom. It's on there, and from 1 to 3. So it's a beautiful courtyard outdoors. So we have a speaker, and then we have free legal workshop there. It's a shame it wasn't done earlier, but I'll get the word out today to everybody. We'll see who can show. All right.
Did you say St. Aidan?
Yes. And it's on our calendar. The student graduate class has been working with the chamber, and it's been a tough time. I agreed, at the beginning of the year, right before the fire, and it's 40 of them. So I've been trying to work with them, and I feel bad because they're knocking on my text and emails all the time, and I haven't been totally present for them, but they've created all kinds of wonderful things, and this is one of them. So
That's wonderful. Well, thank you. Very good.
all right, Maris, where are you? That was amazing. Thank you. I needed that so much. I had bad dreams last night, just tired, just tired.
Good.
And so that really made me feel better. I really feel
Good,
so
good.
much better. Even the doggy came up and said, "What are you doing? I want part of that." Right.
Maris, can you let us know how to get a hold of that? Or did you put it in the chat, the Santa Monica City College?
No. Yeah, the registration for sure.
Yeah.
I'll send it to the base camp or whatever.
Send it to me, and then
Send
I'll
it to
get
you.
it. Then I'll make a post on the base camp.
Did I
I
save
can-
it up here? Okay, I'll do that. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Um,
team. Love you guys. I'm so
Ready?
grateful.
Thank you so much. I
Can we
love
be a
that.
part of this? Okay.
That was amazing.
Namaste. Arrivederci.
Namaste.
Ciao, Erica.
Thank you.
What's that one,
Arrivederci.
Rossi? You said you like the Vedantas?
In fact, Sydney, there was the woman who came to one of your open houses, and she had started like this meditation or yoga school or institute, and her son was there. And I mentioned to him Vedanta. He's like, "Oh, Advaita Vedanta. That's the highest of all the practices." I'm like, I had no idea. So,
Yeah.
That's Julie Carmen. That was Julie Carmen and her son.
Was it?
Who's right? Is that who you met? Right?
and the daughter was also there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and Anita was there too. Julie is
Yeah.
helping me and Diane put on. Actually, Barbara, I'll have to send you an email later, but a full wide, Malibu City event for Malibu's first ever 3-day mental health and wellness summit. So I've been like tirelessly working on it, and I want to include you, Maris, and Mika, and just other practitioners who are locally
Flora's
from Malibu.
Flora.
Yep, Flora's in here.
Do you have a date on it?
Flora has taught
That's
at our
exciting.
class. I love you, Flora.
That
So
is exciting.
we're thinking
Where are
about
you having it? Rocky?
so actually we talked to the Country Mart, and they are open to us doing it on the lawn. So on that big
Ooh,
green grass
yeah.
lawn, and then
By
we
the
have
Hammer stage, I call it.
yep, and then we have our studio, which is the second location, and then we have an empty space on the second floor with a stage that's bigger than our studio where we can set up chairs and we can have the speaker series. So we can have panel speakers, keynote speakers, author talks, Malibu Shaman Bookstore is going to get involved, Daily Calm Wellness, the massage studio upstairs, and all the shops in the Country Mart want to participate. So it's going to just bring people, I think, to Malibu and specifically there in the Country Mart where all the stores are. So like the goal is to bring people, to help people shop, and then also, you know, to highlight all the mental health and wellness practitioners. So I'm happy to start, you know, like a message if anyone wants to be involved. And we're also having our first little meeting, super casual, Saturday at 11 o'clock at Veritas.
Do you have a date in
Yeah,
mind?
yeah. So the soonest would be the end of August
Okay.
or
Okay.
mid-August.
Yeah. Perfect.
Sounds wonderful. Yeah.
But I'll send some more info out too, but I'm really excited and this is the group to talk about it. So
That feels like a natural occurrence. It's just gonna happen. Yeah.
yeah.
When
Totally.
Good job.
I'm like,
100%.
involved in that.
Well, great.
Now, Laura, you can produce your first piece of produce and like share it in all the little tiny bits.
And my broccoli's ready to harvest.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so fun. Well, I'll pass around a little bite of it.
I know, right?
The lettuce leaf ceremony.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Ciao, everyone. Namaste. Arrivederci. Buona giornata.
Buona giornata.
Pasta.
That's for you, Erica.
I appreciate that.
I like that.
Bellissima. So much. Can't hear me. Thank you.